How many pounds pressure? Like 2, 3,
About
5?
4 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little electric pump.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool.
So anyway,
You keep looking at my hair.
Where's your hat?
I don't think I'm allowed to put on
Probably
yet
not.
from scuffing it. You know what I mean? I don't want to scuff it up. It's all.
Careful for a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, I checked out each carburetor, made sure they didn't have any leaks, and found leaks, fixed the leaks.
Okay.
And then
Awesome.
picked what I thought was the better two, put in the center, and I used those blanking plates like came with them,
Right.
so that the front and rears don't actually do anything.
So we're just going to go with those two?
Just going to go with those two,
Makes sense.
try
to
it
me.
first,
Yep, for sure.
and then see how that works out. Simple process to take the plates out, pull the plugs out of the fuel lines, and
Go from
then
there.
try it on all of them. But I think it's easier to get it running on the two center ones first.
Yeah. I was wondering what you were going to do, but
Yeah,
you're a common sense guy.
That seems the easier way to do that.
Right.
Takes a little more time, but if you get all 6 of them on there and one of them's messing up, it's hard to know. Well, it's that carburetor that's giving me trouble. You don't
Yeah.
know that, right? So
Right.
anyway, that's what I did, and then the linkage looks pretty simple,
But it's not.
but it's quite a process to get it all so it works.
Yeah, it looks good. I like it.
And then
Yeah.
the fuel inlet fittings on these weren't good. Like they had taken just a regular fitting. Actually, something like I got in my pocket.
Just so happens to have a couple in his pocket.
Funny
I like
thing,
that. That looks really good. So
I picked
basically, we're at Donnie Best's place. This guy does pulling tractors and all that sort of stuff. He's a engine guy, horsepower guy. That's not for me, horsepower, but engine guy. And obviously, he can fabricate. So the 2 engines that we bought, the Cadillac engines we bought, he was nice enough to say that he would get them running and put this 6-pack on the one that we got running first, which was the painted one. So basically, that's where we're at. Just come and take a look at it, and
Yeah.
that's-
But anyway,
I love it.
they didn't have any. They had just taken and filed these down, and they weren't round,
Yeah.
and there was no little nib on them to keep the fuel lines from coming off and so on. So anyway, I took and made up new fittings, put them in the lathe, and cut them down.
So in other words, it wasn't. It all fell together.
No, they didn't all fall together. It took some time.
Yeah, I understand that you're talking about small stuff that takes time.
And then to get the linkage so that everything worked without
Binding up.
binds.
Because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 places.
Yeah, there's a lot
Don't-
to that linkage. So anyway,
Did it have these plates on there?
yeah,
Right on.
see that? Well, there's actually 3 linkage kits to make that work.
Wow.
There's a 3 2-barrel linkage here,
Yep.
a 3 2-barrel linkage here, and then a crossover linkage to connect it all together. And I looked on Speedway or something, and like just those linkage pieces to buy all that would be over $600.
Wow.
Like $200 and some for this one, and then another $150 or something for that, something like that.
We acquired an intake for a different engine. The intake didn't quite work on our engine, but we still had all this stuff. So
Okay.
that's why I said maybe put it
So
on
what
that.
what did you have for intake? What did you have for engine for?
354 Hemi or something like that.
Okay, Chrysler engine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still got the intake, obviously. Just don't have the carburetors anymore.
Right, yeah.
But if I'm going to put them to use, well,
Yeah.
what's the difference?
Anyway, like I say, that's basically ready to go on the engine.
Are you
now.
going to put it on now?
Just soon not tonight, 'cause
Okay.
I had a little bit of a rough day today. I come home with a headache. So
Did you?
anyway,
Yeah. Was it because of the guys or because
no, just I don't know why. Just
yeah?
I've had a head cold.
Do you know how to drain your lymph nodes? There's a hole in there, and there's a hole in basically I got some swelling going on in my head because they poked it all with
Right.
needles, obviously. And they, I'd be swelling up, and basically I just hit the side. There's a hole in there, right there in your collarbone, a hole right there where your lymph nodes drain.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just massage your face and
So you do, you just press on that or something?
yeah, like a button.
Okay.
I just bat on it like that, just hit on it. And sometimes you'll find if you have a head cold or
Oh, yeah.
getting filled up, if you get them things dripping,
Yeah.
and then massage your face, and it'll start cleaning your head up,
Good to know.
I guess.
Yeah.
So that's basically, you got that on there, ready to rock
Yeah.
and roll. So that's,
And this one I just started getting it cleaned up.
yeah, does it look like it could fire, or does it look like something that could be?
Well, I don't know yet. I got to pull the plugs out. I'll do a leak down test on it, make sure it's got no broken rings or any burnt valves or anything like that.
And you said you did a leak down test?
I did on this one, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cylinders are all checked out good.
That's good.
And
That
I've
intake
had
there,
that running.
that intake there on top of that. That's what we're gonna do. We're going to run the 2 center ones, he says, and it's just like they had before.
Yeah.
I noticed that before.
Yeah.
Awesome. And also, after a bit, we're going to try to be making a 5-speed one in the back of this bad boy. There's a plate on it for an automatic.
Looked into that a little more, and that's not too bad a project, I don't think.
I'm going to owe you some money.
Yeah, we'll sort that out
Okay.
a bit. Like, we'll get this one running, and then we'll settle up on that. And
Okay.
we'll go from there.
I appreciate that.
Not a
Looking
problem.
good. I can't wait to see that on top of that. It's going to make me smile. I'm going to like that. Getting closer with the tractor, I see.
Oh, a little closer. Pick at it a little bit once in a while.
Might as well take a look at this while we're here.
Yeah.
We have to do fuel lines.
Got fuel pump on, fuel lines on it.
Would this be
Injectors
would this
and
be
so on.
the fuel pump?
Yeah. That's the
I was guessing.
injection pump. Then there's a big electric pump that supplies it. We've got to get on yet. Got to get the big turbo. Got to get a mount built for the turbo.
Oh, you got some new front skins on her since I seen her last, I think.
No,
No,
we're on, yeah. And then we got the oil filter and so on made up for it. It's kind of a different arrangement here.
What got you into this?
I don't know. I went to
Let's get a big tractor and see
went
if
to
you
a
can
truck pull one time.
Oh, is that right?
Then I got into the 2-wheel drive trucks, and then here a few years ago, Brandon, my son, talked me, and he thought we should have a pulling tractor. So we bought that old thing out front there, and I got it home, and I looked at it. Well, I could do this. No, I can't use that. I don't like that. Well, we'll just build a whole new one.
Gotcha.
And that's what we ended up doing with,
So what's this
that
thing
one
here?
in the trailer. That's the oil filter.
Okay.
Because we're doing like a conversion from a truck engine to a tractor engine. All the truck stuff, there was no room to put it, so we put this race filter
You
on.
build this engine?
Yeah.
How many horsepower do you think you're going to be?
What the fuel guys are telling us is like upwards of 1,200 horsepower.
Wow. I don't know what that would feel like with tires on like that. That'd put you upside down, wouldn't it?
Well, that stuff under there is to keep it from going upside down, hopefully.
Okay.
To build wheelie bars and so on. But it takes time.
Oh, everything takes time.
He has to come help some too, and he's busy, so we get at it when he has time. I pick at it a little bit.
Will he be racing it this year?
It'll be fall if he is, I would say.
But when the roads are fixed. But when the roads are fixed, fall.
Well, maybe. We might get him fixed by then.
Only teasing him because he works at the
We
highway
might get him
shed.
fixed by then.
Yeah.
A lot of fixing to do.
Oh man. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
How'd you like doing the slides and everything
Yeah.
in the cars?
Oh yeah, that was good. That was quite something else. Jolene was kind of oozy at the belly after she got out.
Drifting.
Yeah, I was pretty good in mine. Like the guy was, he made me nervous when he went up against the walls. Like you thought he was going to hit right in the wall, but he was just trying to get close enough to the slide to go around it, right?
Yeah.
But there was lots of horsepower in
Pretty
that
wild,
bad boy. Yeah. Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Was that a Mercedes or no?
Yeah, Mercedes diesel. Car was made out of carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Most of the car. black smoke, it was called.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
poured a bunch of black smoke out of her. They know how to do it down over there in Sweden. Yeah. Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Turkey was nice. Unexpected. I never like a place named Turkey. You don't expect,
Yeah.
but it was not all brand new. It was very nice.
Yeah.
It's quite something else. Yeah, they put some feathers in me. Yeah. That's gonna look nice and meaty on top of that engine. It's gonna fill it right
Yeah.
up.
No, it looked good.
Yeah. I think that'll sit nice in that 34. The one we're doing now. That'd be a nice
That,
hot rod engine.
That the one you're
Putting the bottom in, yeah.
lowered the body. And
Right. Just
you
so.
cut 3 inches out of the body or 4 inches or something.
3 inches of the middle of it.
Right.
Yeah, the middle of it. I took it, channeled it an inch because I want to say I channeled it.
Had
And
to
now
drop
I'm
it
going
over
to
the
chop
frame,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And how much taken out of the roof?
Probably just as much as I can,
Oh, yeah.
but on an angle.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of having it
Flat.
Yeah, I'm going to try to
Right,
angle.
yeah.
Yeah. Make it look a little different.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to try to make it look like I am going to make it look like a panel, I think.
Okay.
Like smooth the back of it off and take the back window out of it. See what happens. First I got to heal up from
Yeah.
that. Like I can't do anything. Like I can't get dusty or, what's that now?
Give yourself a little bit of time to heal.
Yeah, I did some painting yesterday. Me and Colton did some cleaning in the garage a little bit. But the dust, if I start getting, metal flakes in my hair.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
One thing you really have to do if you're doing this, you really should probably have a couple weeks vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
quite a process. Yeah,
I would say, yeah.
So did it take full 8 hours?
yeah, full 8 hours, I think. It was funny too because I was walking all around the city. And every once in a while, you see somebody look like me.
Oh, yeah. They do a lot of that there, what?
They were everywhere, and it was like we were a certain tribe. You know what I mean? Like it was like in the airport, even, wasn't it? Coming flying home from Turkey, you could see that guy over there. It was like,
So when did you get home? When did you get home?
2 nights ago.
Pardon?
2 nights ago.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it was just funny walking downtown because when you walked in there was people everywhere. They were getting hair done, wasn't there? Like it was just in and out, but yeah, I don't know what to say other than I got hair.
That reminds me, that one carburetor, I think it was, where is it? I don't want to see it. Saturday did an awful good job hiding it.
You got a leaky in her?
One of them here was missing a needle and the threads were stripped in here.
Okay, that's why that one was out when
Yeah.
you took it out.
But I did find a needle and I found a helicoil that was close in size and then rethreaded the fitting to fit it. So
Right on. Sounds good to me.
got that, so it seems to work all right. But
Perfect.
the body of the carburetor itself the threads were stripped in it.
Yeah, I remember one that was in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was laying out.
Yeah. Anyway,
Good. I'm happy. So that's what's going on. Getting that put on that, and then we'll maybe film it running and that sort of stuff. This is valve pan covers a good all us.
No, I don't have to. I'm the wrench runner. I usually run the wrenches.
Sounds about right. It's quite a bit of time just hooking that back up on that stand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just picking it up and getting it back in the stand. You had to hook it on that engine thing there, or where you start your engines. Just doing that.
That takes great hooking it back on that, basically.
Yeah, I gotta redo that engine stand.
I wouldn't mind having these, so I'm actually probably going to do that. Make these be able to hold the transmission and the engine.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe if I just put that on the other side, it'd work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd probably do that.
Maybe
Everything's
not.
getting fit the,
I mean,
kind
that's
of fit the bell housing, right?
yes.
Might not.
But if this comes in here and puts on this side, would it not? Like,
Yeah, and there's no crossbar on the back, so it'll probably spread out.
Yeah,
Probably have
would
to spread it just a little bit, and these would have to weld closer to the edge.
well, I'll do something. Put like, I think I'd like to have the engine and transmission, so I just have them together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to figure out them stands and make something,
Yep.
and then get them that way.
I think, like I say, put one of those.
I got
I just don't wanna.
want to keep it pretty.
Yeah, well, I'm trying not to
Yeah, it's both.
bang it
We
or
got more on
anything.
paint.
Right?
If I need it real pretty, I'll do it again.
Do you want that blanket to wrap it up?
I do have a blanket on the back of the truck. Do I have a blanket, you think?
I don't know. I just thought, well, you don't
Fine.
want.
There's not nuts and bolts flying in
No,
in here.
there wouldn't be anything flying over.
I would
anything
hope
like
not.
that.
Like I think it should be fine. We'll strap it. We'll roll it
What's
in.
that?
She's gonna blanket it up for me. Oh, she put it right on there. Right on.
Yeah, these overheads. The overheads
Right.
fall holes, right? These old ones don't, so. They have
You need, oh, you.
caused some other
you got
challenges.
the size.
Later in the year. Yeah, like I said, that transmission
that's-
looked real good inside,
Good.
and once I got the shift linkage
Figured it out.
hooked up right, it shifts fine.
They're not a fast shifting transmission, but they're, I guess they make you feel the gears more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay. That monster, did you?
This is my last bit, I guess. So,
Hard on that. I never thought I'd say that. Look at the tire on that. Holy Rudy. Your cage?
yeah. Yeah, that was the first time trial for me.
Looks just like that cage in there. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little better, actually. I like it
Pretty
nicer.
much.
You got better corners than they got, I find. they've got two. You notice that? Yeah. I like yours better. Going fast.
Took a lot of friggin'.
Wow.
This only had little tires.
That's got big tires, yeah. That's why I said I never thought I'd ever say it before. Tires on that. So
You've got like an inch and a half on each side.
Wow, I'm so nervous to
Put
load
it in.
Yeah.
two of them.
Yeah.
Look up above.
Oh,
That's my pit buggy.
that's your pet buggy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got these things. Wow. You're into the law. You're the prosecuting and you're the law too. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm a prosecutor. What year's the truck up front?
36.
That's cool looking.
That's going crazy.
That's a steel fender on that?
What's that?
That's a steel
Yeah.
fender on that?
Yeah.
Wow. The old truck wasn't that bad shape then, was it?
It was pretty rough.
Well,
Build a white.
if you see
Build
what I
all
tow
white.
home, if you see what I tow home next couple of days, you'll think so.
Built one similar to this for a guy in New Brunswick.
Yes.
Yeah, we pestered him on to buy this off of bad. I wouldn't sell it. Anyway, he bought a bunch of pieces. He bought this old 1964 white. It was an old cement truck, what the cab come off of. Talk about rough. But anyway, we built something out of it after a while. But when Freddie did the cab, after he got done sandblasting, so got it straightened out best he could. Took a gallon of fill, dumped her mixture on the roof, troweled her out.
I've done that. You haven't been around a body shop? Yeah, that happens quite a bit.
Yeah. But no, this was somebody had it geared up as a pulling truck originally, the cab and stuff, and then he'd taken it apart, and I bought the pieces from him, the old cab, and
Oh, it's a good looking truck.
yeah,
36, good looking truck. I like how the sills kind of roll up on
Yeah.
it. Nice.
we cut the fenders down. The fenders
Yeah.
were down here. It was probably like a 2-ton or something. Probably what it was originally.
Yeah. No, it's cool. That's all brand new chassis and
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
And you're setting
that-
bodies on them.
That chassis, that's the first chassis of that style I built. And then when Taddy wanted me to build him a truck, I built another chassis exactly the same. I bent up enough stuff to do 2 chassis. So I did his, and then I did that one we looked at in there at the same time.
You're not just a pretty face then.
Hmm?
You're not just a pretty face then. He can build something. Look at that. That thing probably scared someone the first time in that thing, wasn't it? I know one thing. I got. I got nothing like this.
I'll tell you how to gear it up.
Look at that now.
It goes up higher.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just looking how you got it hydraulic. Did you build this yourself?
Oh yeah.
I'm in the right spot. Well, you like making things, you know. I mean, you learn shit.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, okay. We got fuel injection. I see the same kind of. I got the same kind of thing in front. So you know obviously.
Yeah, this one's got a belt drive pump, but the engine's all geared up to run a cam drive pump,
Okay.
just so it'll interchange with the other stuff. Because the other 3 engines have the front pumps on them, right? So
Right.
this one I built it so it had the same.
You built your own motor, obviously.
Yeah. Armstrong's his machine.
Yeah. You put it together.
Yeah.
You made the construction for the box to go up and down?
Yeah. My first experience with T-Bone, wasn't that good?
No. My first experience with everything wasn't that good. So you take this all together?
Yeah.
And why'd you take it?
Because I just bought a T-Bone.
Okay, you wanted how to use it and you wanted to do it, and that's the way it was.
Yeah.
So you got two dry hydraulic pumps there.
Yeah.
What's the red bar, like a
Red
stopper?
bar is a safety bar.
Safety bar, so I probably shouldn't be underneath it.
Batteries are low, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to burn the old motor up, put it up all the way.
So that's quite something, yeah. You can, right on. So is the front of the truck steel?
All steel, yeah.
This is all steel?
Yeah.
So where the bar comes down, you must have a length of it here that hooks on.
No, the bar's hooked to where you come
Okay.
here and look.
I see it
look in
bolted
here.
on?
Yeah. The rest of the structure of the cab supports it.
Right on. Look at your truck hauling a trailer.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah. You're not driving down the road with it up.
No.
Exactly.
And this thing, the way it's built, the frame flexes a lot, which is meant to.
Yes.
So when it's going down the track,
That corner.
this corner here will be touching the grill. The other corner will be a gap that much. That's how much the frame winds up.
What kind of rear end is that?
Some of a farm tractor. Ford farm
Maybe
tractor.
that's why I didn't recognize it. Look at that there. It's a Ford tractors. It's all cased in, obviously. Closed dry shaft? Or you just have to take that off?
Regular drive shaft, and that's just shields, right?
Yeah, so no one gets hurt.
So if something breaks, it doesn't fly and nobody gets hurt.
We got a sticker at home on the register. So does everybody have them this way?
What's that?
Does everybody have them so they tilt up like in the front? Or you? Or...
Not everybody, but a lot of people do.
Okay. You wouldn't be a bad prosecutor. You're fair.
Uh-huh.
I said you wouldn't be a bad prosecutor. You're fair. A couple big blocks there.
Yeah. That was a big block in that left, I think, yeah.
Yes, I shouldn't have called that a big block, I suppose.
Anyway, that's that.
That's cool as dang.
Like you say, those filters you're talking about,
Yeah.
they are not cheap. That was a
No.
long time ago about those.
And you geared up all your own steering and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Awesome. Not everybody can do that.
Not everybody wants to.
What?
Not everybody wants to.
That's true. That's true. But there's a lot of people that would like to.
Yeah.